Welcome to another episode of Victoria's Lounge from the Crown Plaza Hotel. Now, losing one's job is probably one of the dreaded experiences for those who are employed. But is there life after job loss? Can one bounce back? Well, I have a panel of some experts to help you through it and some individuals who know all too well what it's like to lose your job, but to come back bigger and better. Let's meet them now. Frida Owinga is the CEO and founder of the Passion Profit School of Entrepreneurship. She is a leading authority on entrepreneurship, leadership, and management competencies with over 25 years' experience. Ann Gishuki is currently the managing director of Lean Ventures Limited. She lost her job shortly after completing maternity leave 5 years ago. You don't want to miss this enthusiastic young entrepreneur's bounce back story. Waithaka Gatumia is the general manager at Centonomy Limited, where he has produced content for personal financial management since 2009. Waithaka says he loves helping people find purpose and a plan for financial freedom. Kariuki Thande is an entrepreneur in the telecommunications and agribusiness sectors. Hear how he came from the high of being a top seller at his last employer to slipping into unemployment and bouncing back to entrepreneurship. Remember, hashtag Victoria's Lounge is how you can chime into the conversation on social media as always. Now we're talking about, of course, job loss. Kariuki, you know all too well what that is like. And we're now kind of living in an environment where it's happening a lot in the corporate space here in Kenya. What was your experience like when you got that letter, call, whatever it was, whatever means they used to tell you you're no longer with us?
It was heartbreaking, really heartbreaking, because and for me, I had really grown into my job, really liked it, owned it. And actually, I just started moving on up, getting a promotion and all, and getting a bit more responsibility. And so I felt that I was doing the right thing. And then within a matter of a couple of months, it all came tumbling down. And you feel that you've given so much, you've really put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and more.
Yeah.
And then at the flick of a button, you're out. So, and the way it's done, out with you, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you don't even get a sort of a soft landing, or you're not weaned out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how long were you working with that particular company?
I had been working permanently for about a year and a half.
Okay. And
on contract about 2 years before that.
Okay.
So I wasn't really new to the organization, but I sort of also worked my way up.
Yeah.
So, I was feeling, I started from somewhere really, really low. And I'm working up.
And at times, people could say, oh, it was a surprise, it was totally unexpected. And then other people would say, I actually saw the signs and ignored it. What was the case for you?
A bit of both.
Okay.
A bit of both. A surprise because, all those who were above me and knew what was happening sort of gave me some sort of reassurance. And even the people who were responsible for carrying out the due diligence assured me, nothing much, maybe a letter, something's going to come out of this.
And at the time they were actually restructuring in the company. Okay.
Yes, so not restructuring, not really restructuring, but sort of just going a bit more lean.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they had to look for, what's the low hanging fruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was picked, but so I didn't expect it because everyone above me sort of gave me a reassurance. But I expected because I started asking myself, why me? Where's all this out of the blue coming for me? But I remember sharing with a friend that I had a still small voice at the back of my mind telling me, resign.
Wow.
But I was like, no,